I'll be your sidekick, Barry. Don't worry. Let's do this. Who is he talking to? When he's climbing a rope.
Can't do it, Chuck.
Who the hell is he talking to? What's up, YouTubians?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Good morning, good afternoon, good eating, and good night.
Greetings.
However, whenever you're watching this, we appreciate you because you already know time is expensive.
Thank you for tuning in.
And thank you for subscribing. But if you're here for the first time, this show is about anything and everything
Creative.
Anything that sparks your creativity in whatever medium you dabble in.
Yes, expressing your artistic soul.
And welcome to the episode of Creativity
Unsheath.
I'm Oliver Siegel.
And I'm Nino.
And yes, we're brothers.
Yes, we are.
And this is the show where we feel
that all you need is a little imagination.
Yes, no matter what medium you dabble in.
Yes.
Right? Whatever menial task that you're involved in, you gotta have some little ingenuity.
Yeah.
You know, some little imagination of how you're gonna complete that task.
Try to make it fun.
Yeah, make it fun for yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't make it seem as if it's a chore.
A little imagination doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And why we're talking about this and what we're looking in today is Sidekicks.
What? Starring Jonathan Brandis.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And what does imagination have to do with this movie? Because Jonathan Brandis' character, Barry, has a lot of daydreams.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
With his favorite martial artist,
Chuck Norris. Yes.
But we
The legendary Chuck Norris.
Legendary. But we feel that Chuck Norris is really the sidekick in this
Yes,
movie.
he is the sidekick in this film.
Because if you really look at it, if you watch this film, he's really encouraging and giving some like motivational words to Barry, something that like maybe Robin would do,
Yeah.
or Bucky to Steve Rogers, or
Yeah.
Captain America, you know,
Yeah.
just to get that hero going.
Yeah, because Barry does idolize Chuck in this film.
Yeah, because you see him just looking at the Black Belt magazine,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And at this point, he wants to take martial arts.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Because he plays a character that, has health issues. He's asthmatic, but he wants to study martial arts.
Like Steve Rogers.
Yeah, no one really wanted to give him the time of day.
Yeah.
He was being bullied, picked on. But this magazine in particular, and Chuck Norris being his idol, it gave him that small boost,
Yeah.
that little dwindle of hope and
Yeah.
faith that, something will have a positive end to this.
Yeah.
So he tries this school ran by an arrogant dojo master by the name of Kelly Stone, played by Joe Piscopo, and he denies him. He denies Barry right away because he looks weak. And just because he doesn't want to be reliable for his asthmatic conditions.
Yeah. Totally like Cobra Kai and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like this movie has like a lot of Karate Kid like references or vibes to it, homage, if you will.
Yeah.
So then from there, Barry was able to find a more wise man or more old school teacher of martial arts,
Right.
someone who's more of
Traditional.
who is Mr. Lee, played by Mako.
Yeah, Mr. Mako.
You may recognize him from
Perfect Weapon.
he played kind of like the family friend
Yeah.
or like another mentor type of figure. He did some voice acting work. He voiced Splinter.
Yeah, and the TMNT.
That was a 2007 animated film.
Nice.
And a well-notable mention that he did some fight scenes with Bruce Lee.
Yes.
Right?
The Green Hornet.
Man,
Yeah, the
dude,
TV series.
for real, that's some iconic,
Yeah, man.
legendary stuff right there, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of funny, right? Like Mako does a movie with Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris did a movie with Bruce Lee. They both fought Bruce Lee.
It's like 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah,
It's
for
pretty.
sure. They both fought Bruce Lee. That's crazy.
Man, if you know Mako, you've probably seen him somewhere in one of your favorite films.
Like the way he acts too, his acting is pretty good. Like a father figure,
For sure, dude.
like a charismatic grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
He has that voice.
Yeah,
It just
dude.
works.
Mr. Makoto Aomatsu definitely had a career in, the film industry. Might have not been like Oscar-worthy films or
Right.
anything, or like big recognizable films, but his work lives on. Rest in peace. He passed away in '06 on July 21st.
Oh wow.
So his work lives on.
For sure.
So Mako plays this character. He plays the wise uncle who knows traditional martial arts, and he gets connected with Barry because of his favorite teacher.
Yeah.
His favorite teacher being Noreen Chan, played by Julia Nixon Soul. You might have seen her in Rambo Part 2. I think that was First Blood. Double Dragon with Mark Dacascos. They might not have been big films, but they're notable as far as, like, if you've seen her stuff during the 90s, you know, you recognize her. So she is Barry's favorite teacher, and she hooks him up with her uncle because she knows martial arts.
Yeah.
And she learned from him, so she offered for him to teach him. And
he was getting bullied in school, too.
yeah, dude. Like, and his teachers didn't help, his principals didn't help. That loudmouth Coach Horn, played by Richard Mall. But he had no real support system, you know, other than his father, his favorite teacher, and then now his Sifu.
Yeah, and his imaginary friend Chuck Norris.
Yeah. And you could probably say, you know, his love interest, played by Danica McKellar.
Winnie Cooper.
Right, from Wonder Years.
Yes.
And it's pretty suitable for this movie because it fits that imagination aspect in this movie. Like, you would see the damsel in distress, or you would, like...
kind of like a cartoon Tex Avery, Save It from the Railroads.
Right. Like,
tied up.
Like random situations or like random scenarios. And, you know, it's almost like...
Walter Mitty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've seen the remake with Ben Stiller. You know, it's within that aspect of, you know, being in your mind and
make
just,
believing. Yeah.
Or almost you can say everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Right. Different reality.
Yeah.
You know, whatever have you. So Mr. Lee finds creative ways to teach Barry how to defend himself and how to use his body, especially being asthmatic. So he teaches him endurance.
Always running.
Always running. That's like definitely like helping upkeep his cardio.
Yeah, man. Those training montages are always cool.
Yeah, they look definitely inspirational.
Hell yeah.
It's like there was no hitting, no real like intense training. You know,
Almost like Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid.
Yeah, like just the running aspect, the cardio. And from this point on, like Barry's just gaining that confidence. You know, he's noticing what his body's actually capable of. You know, it's like he's not being a victim. He's not
succumbing to his like environment and giving in to the bullying and the mockery. Yeah.
I mean, even though he did have a breakdown because he felt like a charity case in some points.
Yeah, especially when he came to Danica's character.
Yeah, because you know he really liked her. But then the bullies were saying, "Oh, she's only hanging out with you because
she pities you.
Right? She feels sorry." You know, he took that to heart and he ran away, like as if he wanted to give up and didn't want to take his medicine. You know, it's like he wanted to beat this so bad. Like he was really motivated, determined, but he had an asthmatic attack, which led to him in the hospital. And then his Sifu, you know, Mako, visited him, you know, and then you actually see like the medicine or the Eastern philosophy of medicine, whatever have you. But it's like you see this in this film, and it seemed like it was an ointment, you know, and he's just rubbing it on Barry's chest to kind of open up his lungs, it seems. But he was able to get out of it, he recovered, and to continue his training.
Yeah, for sure. Kept keeping on. Yeah.
Mako was like, we're going to fight this together. You know, we're going to figure it out.
Yeah, it's cool. Mako didn't give up on him either. Like, he's like, I know you can beat this, so I'm not going to pity you. We're going to fight it together. Yeah,
like we'll find creative ways, you know, around it. And then from there, he was gaining his confidence. You know, the bullies kept picking on him regardless of his training.
Yeah.
But then they tested him at PE class. And of course, you know, Barry prevailed.
Yeah.
You know, and it proved wrong his PE teacher, you know, Coach Horn. You know, actually gave his props. You know, gave his roses. You know, like, hey Barry, good job.
Yeah, you've been smelling ligament.
Right. You know, good for him that he gained his confidence. Like, you know, he shaped up. You know, he didn't want to be the weakling no more.
The PE teacher gave him like a nice smirk, like good job.
Yeah.
You know?
Which also probably gave some points for Danica's character Lauren. It's like she probably found that impressive.
Like you aren't weak.
Right.
Or you can stand up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Winnie, what are you doing here? Do you even like karate? Kevin, shut up.
Kevin Arnold. Just then, I knew Winnie Cooper. like karate.
Right. Yeah, this movie had like some of those imaginative scenes like that. Like,
Right? Like, it's, what is this, Wonder Years? No. I always see her as Winnie Cooper.
Yeah.
It's like I had to take her out of that. But hey, it was cool that she was able to be in the movie.
yeah. And what was cool though, like one of the daydreams that Barry was having, he actually saved Lauren in that one. Like it was his version now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Not always the teacher.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I think it was like a double team, like him and Chuck together. And then they saved each other's girls.
Right. Like, I'll be your sidekick, Barry. Don't worry. Let's do
Yeah.
this. Who is he talking to? When he's climbing a rope.
You can do it, Chuck.
Who the hell is he talking to? Alright, so the story continues where, the confidence is there and they get enrolled into a fighting tournament.
Yes.
The karate tournament, and it's the team of, the Sifu / uncle, Mr. Lee, Barry's teacher, Miss Chan, of course Barry himself, and then with a surprise feature from Chuck Norris himself, who just happened to be at this tournament.
Yes. Is he really there though? Was Chuck really there?
Was this a lookalike to Barry?
Right? Was it just a lookalike?
Who
Or
knows?
was he just imagining again?
Yeah, both the uncle and the teacher, Miss Chan,
Mhm.
they're able to persuade, Chuck Norris to be part of their team.
Yeah.
Because I guess there was some history between Kelly Stone.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And he's like, Chuck Norris, what the hell is this guy?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I want to show this guy something, right?
Right, just this whole arrogance, it's all there.
Yeah. Chuck Norris wanted to, like, make him shut up.
Yeah,
It was funny.
Right, he wanted to be in it just for that guy.
Yeah.
Just fight him. So that is their 4-man team. Cool notable mention in this tournament, we get a special appearance by Mr. Bob Wall.
Nice. Mr. Enter the Dragon and Wave the Dragon.
Yep, he was in both Bruce Lee films, and rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
Right.
Mr. Wall. Thank you.
So it was cool that he made a feature in this film, and that he was still part of like the martial arts world.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure. When Bruce picked fighters, he actually picked fighters in the movie.
Like, these guys are actually our world champions.
Yep,
Like, whatever that means to you, but these guys actually knew what they were studying.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
And Bruce wanted to fight the best.
Yeah.
And if these guys were the best in the world, Bruce wanted them on the film. You
Yeah.
know?
Now that I think about it, you can say that Bruce put sports and movies first. Like athletes, right? Like
Yeah.
Kareem,
Definitely.
right? And then all karate champions.
Yeah, I think just Enter the Dragon alone.
Yeah.
Just the tournament.
And then later on, you get wrestlers in movies.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Bautista. There you go.
Right? From Hulk Hogan to
Yeah. Randy Macho Man and Spider-Man. Taka, yeah.
Right? And three ninjas.
Three Ninjas, Perfect Weapon.
Right. So it's like,
Yeah.
wrestlers can be in movies. Roddy Piper.
Yes.
He was in a sci-fi movie. But
Yes.
it just shows that it can be done.
Yeah, it can be done.
Right. And again, rest in peace to Bob Wall, who made a cool appearance in this. If you guys know, you know. But if you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know.
So during this tournament, Barry's team, they're winning in every category. Mr. Lee / Sifu, he won the breaking tournament, brick breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Barry won the men's weapons,
Ooh, the
right?
nunchakus.
With the nunchakus, right? And then you get to see that whole imaginary.
Yeah, but that was really him. Yeah, right, man. That was too good. It was pretty good.
Miss Chan was in the female katas, but she lost by like a point or so.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was the freestyle fighting that Chuck Norris was in. And he got to fight Kelly Stone, and maybe it was just Kelly Stone's persuasion of the judges. No, it's a tie. It's a tie.
Yeah.
I slipped.
You didn't say go, man. You didn't say go.
I slipped.
If you say you're gonna break something, you better break it.
So whatever it is, the tournament and the story, ends in a tie. So Barry has to prove himself as a fighter, and that he has this confidence within himself that he can break this brick.
Yeah.
Because it showed in the beginning of this movie that he had trouble breaking brick.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He couldn't know how to channel his chi properly.
Yeah.
In order to do so.
He kept like hurting himself.
Yeah. So this tiebreaker was his moment to really prove himself that he's worthy. Of being a martial artist.
Mm-hmm. You have that power within you.
Mm-hmm. But then there was a twist to it that his Sifu, Mr. Lee, lights it on fire.
Yeah.
All right, so the symbolism, the metaphor, like the fire within, to channel it, that you are this flow of energy.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe metaphorically, it'll keep you calm.
Yeah.
Staring at the flames, like dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Probably stills the mind.
Yeah.
And then.
breaks it.
Breaks it all.
Breaks all of it. He's even surprised himself, and it kind of just shows that he was out of his head. He just let his mind flow, and let his chi and his power flow through him, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Which defeats his opponent, Cellini.
Yeah.
He didn't break all bricks, right? And then Kelly Stone was
furious. He slapped him in the back of the head,
disowning him. It's like, if you say you're gonna break something, you break it.
Yeah.
It's like that whole scene, and so
Barry showed him up.
Yeah, tournament won, and he has bragging rights. He gets to walk the halls with confidence and with the girl by his side.
For
Right?
sure.
And I think that was a cool ending though. But it's like, again, was Chuck Norris there?
Right. He fought Joe Piscopo, but was that even Chuck Norris?
Right. Was it look-alike?
Yeah.
Like just to give more hope and confidence in Barry. Like, look, I found Chuck Norris for you.
like treat him like his 8-year-old kid.
Like a placebo effect.
Yeah, for sure.
The whole bench scene at the end, Barry thanking Chuck, but it seemed like vice versa. Chuck thanking him. It's like, you're bringing my career to light in this 90s of congested martial artists.
What's weird though? Like, did he bring the magazine with him to the tournament? Because he left it down on the bench right after that.
As if like that symbolism of him leaving it on the bench. Like, I gained what I needed. And I had the confidence now.
Yeah, I had my moment.
Right. Like, go forward and see where it takes me. Go with the flow now. And it's a cool moment that another kid picks it up. Kind of like we talked about that, like someone's collection. Someone's collection is always someone's treasure. Yeah. Someone who can appreciate it too. And like that moment was that. Like this kid can find appreciation with it. Like thinking of like a used book in the bookstore, like where this book's been.
Oh yeah.
How many homes, how many hands touched it? It's just that whole aspect to it. So full circle moment, like it kind of ended where it began, but then for a new journey for someone else in the same situation.
Yeah.
Right, it's like a good passing of the torch type thing.
Yeah, for sure. It's like I finally met my hero. Now I hope the next person can find their hero in this magazine as well.
Yeah, man.
Right. He turned it around as Brandon Lee. No way.
Bruce Lee, father's son. What the heck?
Jeff Speakman. It's kind of cool. Like in Karate Kid and Sidekicks, they made up their school name. The Miyagi-Do Karate and then the Flying Dragon, right?
Oh, yeah.
There wasn't no school, no nothing. They just made it up.
I thought it was a clever name, like, because it's like a restaurant, and like who wouldn't think of like a dragon cooking?
Yeah,
right?
For real.
Instead of flying dragon, because you already know a dragon flies.
Yeah.
So, but a frying dragon, like a cook.
Yeah.
And
and he actually owned the restaurant.
Yeah.
So.
Like it would have been better if he had like a chef's hat.
Oh, he was promoting his own restaurant as well.
Yeah, see?
At the tournament.
Yeah, see, he was promoting his restaurant.
Yeah.
When he signed up, he was promoting his restaurant.
That's good, smart marketing.
Right? Like all in all, like those of daydream action scenes, it was pretty well shot. I was definitely entertained. It had light comedy, as far as like capturing homages of Chuck Norris's films, like Hitman, I believe.
Yeah. Delta Force. Missing in Action.
Right. Definitely had those vibes, like the army setting. Shout out to the director, Aaron Norris. Chuck Norris's younger brother.
Nice.
It's pretty cool that you directing your brother in this.
Yeah, and he wanted to make this kind of movie.
Yeah, like just in favor of his brother. Like, dude, I totally did this movie for you.
Hell yeah.
So
it was good directing too.
Yeah. And then like Aaron himself being a stunt coordinator, he knows angles, composition, so as far as the director's eye, having that vision.
This was one of the martial arts movies where the training montages wasn't really physical. Like from what I noticed, it was a lot of conditioning, running, but you really trained on the nunchucks.
Yeah.
Like he threw a few punches to each other, but nothing like Only the Strong, where it's like full on. Right. He was just more training his asthma, his lungs, for conditioning the cardio.
It's like can't fight without cardio. It's like no matter, it's like Western boxing, and it's like you can't be a martial artist or whatever type of fighter. It's like you gotta condition to go the rounds, to go the distance, no matter how long this fight might take.
Yeah, because Bruce did a lot of running.
Yeah,
he did. Like 4 miles?
Mm-hmm. Just the spontaneity of a fight scene.
Yeah. You don't know how many you're going to go up against. You might have to run.
Right. And it's like you don't always have to fight, but it's just like just running and being ready.
Yeah, it's also mental conditioning. Running helps.
Just channeling the energy out. You know, whether it be in your running or just shadow boxing.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
You know, katas, whatever. You know, whatever is part of your regimen. You know, it's just channeling negative energy. You know, just cycling out
Toxic energy.
I mean, you have to compliment those training montages. You know, definitely shout out to Mako for him just to know different styles of martial arts. But that scene in his restaurant against the biker gang, it looked like you can see his version of like a drunken master. You know, he wasn't drunk, but he played drunk just to kind of counterbalance the gangs. You know,
Way of the Dragon.
right? Those
Right,
goons,
those kind of guys.
right?
It's like it's like a blend of everything.
Yeah, as if he's
Homage and
Bruce Lee's movie.
nunchucks and sidekicks. The restaurant.
Right. Nunchucks, I don't know. Can you guys say that's a Filipino weapon?
It is.
Comment below because Danny Inosanto introduced Bruce Lee to the nunchokus,
Yes.
right? Because he needed a weapon for Green Hornet.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee asked Danny Inosanto, like, "Hey, Danny, what is this?"
Yeah.
"Oh, it's nunchokus," and then he just demonstrated, and yeah, Bruce made it popular,
Man.
Right.
Fucking do it there. The rest is history.
right? And he brought it to the big screen with Danny in Game of Death,
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
right?
The
So,
big nunchuck fight.
right? He brought Danny Inosanto's name into the martial arts world or
Yeah.
action world
Hell
because of Danny's career, what he's had
Yeah.
as a stuntman, stunt coordinator.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, for
so
sure.
his movies will definitely be future episodes as well. So definitely be on the lookout for those and subscribe.
Hell yeah.
Watching this movie with fresh eyes, if I was going to rate this movie, I'd give it 3.5 out of 5. I mean, I feel like at the tournament, I feel like that was like a false confidence type thing, like not for the tournament itself, but for the movie.
Yeah.
Like just as far as like milking the aspiring moment,
Yeah.
you know, like to actually put that exclamation point on what this movie's all about,
Right.
you know.
As far as for Barry and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like you didn't need it, and I can definitely see why it was added into it, and it was pretty cool, but a little false confidence. You know, you really see that he really had it,
Yeah.
but you know, maybe that was just that extra push.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you could have done.
Feel for the character. Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the audience.
Overall, I still enjoyed it. I still had fun watching this film. I definitely felt for Barry's character all the way through. You know, I definitely wanted to see him thrive and succeed. Definitely felt for him. You know, when he had his moment, just that asthma attack, and
Yeah.
I really felt for him to the point where I did cry.
It's like being the underdog and just like even though you're down, they still kick you down, right?
Yeah.
But then we're rooting for Barry. Like, come on, man, you can pull through, man, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for me, 3.5 out of 5. It may seem low, but I think it's like a little above average for me. I still had fun. I'm not a big Chuck Norris fan.
Yeah.
I really saw him as the sidekick.
Yeah.
I didn't see him as that leading role.
Yeah, for sure.
The title being sidekicks is just Chuck Norris' go-to move, the sidekick.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So
In karate.
yeah.
Nice. I give it a 3. Like I said, he didn't really do a lot of the martial arts training.
No.
It was more cardio. They didn't specify a certain art, right? But it's funny how he was imagining all of Chuck Norris' movie, but he never imagined Way of the Dragon.
Oh.
So I wonder if Barry's seen Way of the Dragon got brokenhearted when he died. That's why he doesn't have any imagination of that.
Oh man.
He really didn't fight in that movie other than against Bruce, but he lost. So just thinking about that, right? Barry watched Way of the Dragon and he's seen that Chuck Norris got chucked out. You know what I
Come
mean?
on. It's like if Black Belt magazine, it's a well-known magazine. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
There's probably movie clippings of that duel between him and Bruce. But, it's cool, the tournament. He trained with the nunchucks. I thought that was cool. But, yeah, again, like, it was mostly condition training. It was just mostly the nunchucks he was training on. I mean, they did exchange punches in the training, but not like formations and, style, whatever. Or exactly what Ralph Macchio did in Karate Kid. Just those basic straight punch. And another shout out to Mako in this movie, and it's a shout out to Bruce as well. Why you not wear gi? Or why you not in uniform? And then Mako, the uncle, he just wore his regular restaurant clothes. And he was like waving at like, no, you don't need a uniform, right? It's like, honestly though, you go in street fight, you go self-defense, do you have to wear a uniform?
It's like, wait, before I fight you, I need to put it on my
Yeah, as if like wearing a uniform will activate your martial arts, you know what I mean? So it's cool. Like, so 3 for me, but you know, I liked it, I enjoyed it, I rented a few times. It was really inspiring and felt for Barry. It's like Sidekicks and Karate Kid. It just shows you don't need schools to be an artist. You know what I mean? You don't need school to be an artist.
It's just, as long as you know your why.
Yeah.
Like, why do you want to learn martial arts?
Exactly. That's why there's books. If you go to school, they're gonna tell you get these books. Anyways, regardless, yeah. Oh yeah. Even only the strong, no school. Just the passion and the willing to learn.
And just to know the why of why you want to learn.
And you know, it really does build confidence in people. You know, you always heard that like growing up. It builds confidence and discipline. But I always thought of it as fighting. But now you know where that really comes in.
Right. You can just go in confidence. Go
In
with
confidence, yeah.
You know?
So yeah, 3 for me. 3 out of 5. Yeah, still a good watch. Jonathan Brandis, as well as Mako. Rest in peace.
We recommend this movie. This one definitely has a lot of inspiration. It's that coming of age story mixed with martial arts. Whatever bin you guys find it in. I don't know where it's currently streaming. Maybe it might be playing for free on YouTube. Whatever Amoeba, Goodwill, or Rasputin, store that you have in your town, in your city, definitely hit them up and look for a copy. Whatever bin you guys find it in.
Yeah.
If there's a VHS version, it's just as good.
Yeah, maybe flea market, you might get lucky.
Yeah, right. View it how you see it. Value it how you perceive the message or the theme of this film.
Mm-hmm.
It may have its goofs. It may have its moments of
Corniness,
of corniness or whatnot, but it's all part of the entertainment aspect. But when it comes down to the seriousness and the message between Mr. Lee, Barry Sifu, and with his dad and just all of his mentors in his life, they were meant for the story.
Yeah.
It wasn't like force feeding or like finger pointing or anything.
Yeah.
It was like
they all played their part, their role, as far as what message they want to give Barry.
Yeah, we definitely recommend those scenes. It definitely goes with today's situations, or if you have kids yourselves, this movie can probably help spark something, to get you guys closer.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know who your kids' heroes are.
Yeah.
You yourself, who were your heroes?
Exactly. I mean, you don't know if your kids are experiencing bullies and afraid to come, tell you about it. But, just let this movie be that representation or be that motivation.
Yeah. It's like they're superheroes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who are your heroes?
Yep.
Who do you look up to?
If you've taken martial arts yourself as a kid in your days, and you're an adult now with kids, it's like you already know the benefits. You just
for sure
lost touch within yourself, or just lost touch with just everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool. I mean, we all have. I mean, we lost in touch with our training, with our regimens, but we got back on it. Everyone has their time. Everyone's are at their place in their journey for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just gotta find your why.
Yep.
Yeah. Figure it out, and the answers will be there for you.
Yep. Probably be more happier.
Yeah.
Have more clarity.
All right, y'all. If you reached this part of the video, we highly appreciate you. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. Spread the word of what the brothers Nino and Oliver are doing over here at Creativity Unsheathed.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, I feel like we're just barely scratching the surface, and there's creativity in everything. So
Limitless creativity.
Yep. We're all here helping each other have an open mind.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys want us to review, whatever it may be.
Right? It could be new to us and old to you. Vice versa.
Yeah.
However you get introduced to these things, you know.
Just keep it basic. Learn to share. It's cool. It's free. Share.
Alright, y'all. We're going to end this episode with a motivational quote for y'all. And if you heard this before, by all means, just let it be a self-reflection of where we are today.
In the present.
And this one is by Albert Einstein.
Mr. Einstein. And he states that imagination is more important than knowledge. End quote.
Yes. Find ways to have fun. Whatever task that you're doing, it doesn't have to be just martial arts or just doing a menial task. Just always do your best to have fun and find the imagination of completing that task.
Yeah.
You don't always have to go by the Conveyor belt style of way of doing things.
Yeah.
If you can find a shortcut where you can efficiently get it done, where it's still safe for you and everybody in their environment, by all means, do it. May help someone in the future, or just the future of
your home.
Yeah.
Your family, yeah.
That's more important. You know, more important than the job. I mean, yeah, the job gives you money, but you know, to find the imagination
To balance everything out in life.
You know, if you've seen this movie and it hits you in the heartstrings in a way, you know, then you could probably see where we're coming from.
Yeah.
And we've all grown up in a way of being bullied, and we've all dealt with it in our own ways. This movie kind of helps demonstrate that universal aspect of it, that anybody can be part of martial arts and the confidence that it provides.
Yeah. Everyone has potential. Everyone should be able to walk in confidence.
Yeah. Everyone's an artist, you know.
Yeah.
Just got to put in the practice.
Yep.
You know, imagination is nothing without practice.
Yeah.
You know, without the reps, and just gotta find the balance. So.
The act of doing. Put your imagination to use.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So yeah. I mean, we're not gonna pretend that we know you guys. You know, it's just let this be a self-reflection of where we are, and you know how you need to grow, and the levels you need to hit as a human being.
For sure.
So till next time, y'all.
Till next time.
Stay creative. Keep creating.
Stay independent. Have your own voice.
Continue your martial arts training. Get your cardio working.
Yeah, man. Spread the love. Kill the negativity, guys.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Peace.
Peace. The best style is no style.